For example, number 4, a grocery store employs cashiers, stock clerks, and deli personnel. The distribution of employees according to the marital status is shown here. If an employee is selected at random, find these probabilities. So you have part A, the employee is a stock clerk or married. Stock clerk or married. So how can you symbolize? Probability of stock clerk or is union event married. Okay, that is the symbol for question part A. So just use the addition rule formula where you have probability of the stock clerk plus probability of married minus probability of stock clerk intersect married. Okay, then how can you have probability of stock clerk? So refer to the table given. The table here we call as the contingency table. So the table is given. So just find how many stock clerk that you have. 12 plus 15. So you have 27 total stock clerk. And then remember how to find probability. Number of the event divided by number of the sample space or total number of people. So how many total number of people that you have? If you add on everything, 8 plus 5 plus 12 plus 15 plus 3 plus 2. So total you have 45 total employees. Okay, so just divide by 45. And then plus with probability of merit. So how many married person? You are having 8 plus 12 plus 3. So total is 23 divided by 45 minus how many stock clerk and married. Meaning that the same person are the stock clerks and also married. So you are having only 12. So 12 over by 45. So just calculate all the values. 27 plus 23 minus 12. Then you have 38 over by 45. That is your answer for part A. Okay. For part B, the employee is not married. So how many not married person? So from the table given, you are having 5 cashiers not married, 15 stock clerks not married, and 2 daily personnel not married. So just add on all those over by total employees, which is 45. So your answer will be 22 over 45. Okay, the last part. The employee is a cashier. So you are having cashier or is not married or is union not married. Okay. So just use the addition rule formula where you have P cashier plus P not married minus P cashier intersect by not married. So how many of them are cashiers? You are having 8 plus 5, which is 13. Plus, how many not married? Not married, you have the answer from the previous part just now, which is 22. Minus by cashier and not married. The same person is a cashier and also not married. So you have 5 only. So just minus by 5. And then everything is divided by 45 because you have the same denominator. So you can have the separate part like the first part just now, part A. Or you can combine all together in one calculation. So your answer will be 30 over by 45. Simplify further. Your answer is 2 over by 3. That's how you answering the question if you are given the table. We call that one as contingency table. Example number 5. This one you are not given the table. The question asks, at the used book sale, 100 books are English books and 160 are Bahasa Malaysia books. 70 of the English books are non-fiction while 60 of the BM books are non-fiction. If a book is selected at random, find the probability that it is fiction. Okay, so how many variables in this question that you have? English books, Bahasa Malaysia books, and also non-fiction. So if you have non-fiction, the complement event will be fiction books. So you have 4 total variable. So just have the table first. Let's say you have the English books and Bahasa Malaysia books. Then you have fiction and also non-fiction. Okay. So question give you 100 of the books are English. So this one is 100 total English books. And then you have 160 are Bahasa Malaysia books. 160. And 70 of the English books are non-fiction. So from this English book, 70 of them are non-fiction. So you are having 70 here. While 60 of the BM books are non-fiction. This one is 60. That is the only value given. So you can find this one, which is how many English fiction. So English fiction will be 30 because total must be 100. And then BM fiction must be 100. Okay. If you calculate total, so total number of books you have 100 plus 160, which is 260. If you add on all the fiction books, 130. Add on the non-fiction books, also 130. That is contingency table. Some of the question will ask you to construct this contingency table. So you have to know how to construct. Okay, let's answer question part A. Probability of a fiction books. So question asks PF, P fiction. So how many total fiction books that you have? You will have 30 plus 100, which is 130 total of fiction books. So just have 130 over by total, which is 260. Simplify, your answer is 1 over by 2. Okay, part B. Not a BM's non-fiction. So you are having BM non-fiction but not. So that is complement event. So just symbolize as bar or prime. Not a BM non-fiction. So where is the not a BM non-fiction? BM non-fiction is 60. Okay. So this is BM non-fiction. So not a BM non-fiction. You can use the complement event, which is 1 minus by probability of BM non-fiction. Okay. So 1 minus how many BM non-fiction? 60. So you have 60 over by 260. So total will be 10 over by 13. That is your answer for part B. Use the complement event concept. Okay, part C. An English book. So you are having P English. Okay, part C. An English book, so you are having English or union, a BM non-fiction. So you have BM non-fiction. Okay, so whenever you have the union symbol, just use the addition rule formula. So you have P English plus P BM non-fiction minus intersection event. Do you have any intersection event between English and BM non-fiction? If you look at the table, English is one column, BM is another column. You cannot have both English and BM book at the same time. So you don't have any intersection event between English and BM. So this is the example of the mutually exclusive event. So just add on these two events. P English, how many? 100. So you are having 100 over by 260 plus BM non-fiction is answer from the first part just now. 60 over by 260. So just add on, you will have 160 over by 260. Simplify further is 8 over by 13. Okay, that's how you're answering the question when you don't have any table given.